Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Today I will show you a game between Bernstein and José Capablanca from Moscow 1914. Capa plays black, and this game he featured in his book for his best games. d4, playing queen's opening, e6, knight f6. Now knight f6 is not that common. Most players play bishop e7, or the most modern is to play a6. But knight f6 is a good move anyway. Bishop e7, so queen's gambit, and bishop to g5. So this is Cambridge Prince variation. Very logical, just bring your bishop to out of the pawn chain and then play e3. Now I think more players prefer bishop f4 to keep more pieces on board, but bishop g5 is also a good move. e3, knight d7, rook c1, preparing against this knight to e4, just to reinforce the knight here, and b6. b6 is a good move. I would recommend to play something like c5 here to play more active with opening up the center, but at that point of time they played more solid. Takes, bishop and queen to a4. So the plan of Bernstein has been bishop to a6, which for me looks totally ridiculous, yeah, because this bishop is the best piece on board, and you want to place it like to d3 and to attack the king side, but kind of very strange plan. But at that time these players, they wanted to exchange more pieces and play an endgame, so that what happened. Bishop to a6, takes, and c5. So black here opens up the game because white hasn't castled, and black has a little bit of time to open up the game. So he takes with the knight, takes, and castles. So engine actually says that the position is absolutely equal. I think that's because there are these two hanging pawns, and two pieces are exchanged. So normally this exchange is in favor of white, because it's easier to attack the hanging pawns when you have lines for your rooks here. And the problem is this queen, which is a bit offside, and black can win a couple of tempi, so that's what happened. Queen b6. If white takes, then black take, and they have beautiful rook on a8, so no one will ever take this queen. Queen e2 and c4. So this is the move of the game actually, and it's not. I had feeling that according to engine it's not the best move, and it is true, but this is, I think, the case where let's say there is a player who has plan and who doesn't have plan. So in this position, even though this move is not the best, but it's definitely black got some plan here. So Kappa explains it like, first of all, in this position, your bishop is like not playing. When you play c4, you have option to play bishop b4, which is a good square for this bishop. And if white naturally wants to double up on this d file, then this knight will be pinned. It's important. The second idea is that with the c4, white cannot go b3, yeah, because black controls this b3, and with pawn they will win just a pawn. So that's another issue. And the idea is that, okay, white will jump with a horse to d4, but it doesn't give white too much. Yeah, so black will reinforce with the rooks behind the pawns, and this knight here actually blocks the rook from attacking the d5, the d pawn. Of course, knight will jump to f5 at some point, but again, this knight here and rook on d8 will defend. So this is what is playing in chess. Basically, you cannot have, like, you know, anything more than this. So c4, rook d8, knight to d4, bishop b4. Just making the most natural moves. B3 and rook c8. So taking is not recommended, because I think that at this point white could be a little bit better. Yeah. So Kappa played here, Bernstein took, and Kappa took with the pawn. At this point the position is about equal, but white has to be a little bit more careful, because this pawn actually is strong pawn. Yeah, you cannot say that even if it's not protected, then you can easily capture it. Yeah, these two knights, they close to this pawn, but actually when they're just that close, they're very far from attacking it. Yeah, and very hard to maneuver. And also this pawn can promote, go forward, and this bishop protects it. It can move to a5, so a3 is not helping. So black has some initiative here. Rook c2, Kappa took, and c3. So now it takes more space from white. And the white is in a little bit of trouble. c3 here, and rook to knight to b5, which is I don't know, a little bit white is not doing something right, and this is a blunder. Yeah, so probably white should have played knight to d4 and just make a loft or something, just wait for not losing immediately, but white took. And in this position was played the last move of the game. If you want, you can pause the video. And Kappa played queen to b2. So notice that there is this back rank issue, and if white takes, then it's rook d1 mate. If white plays rook to here, queen f2, then it's queen takes c1. And if it's queen to c2, you can, I suppose, take here. After taking, play here, or even faster is to win like this with mate on this back rank. All right, nice win by Capablanca, and thank you for watching, and see you next time.